This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Retrovision. Shop with the confidence that you're getting the best price on offer. And Safety Compliance Global, taking care of all your safety requirements. Thank you for supporting local.
Thank you very much to our local supporters, viewers and our sponsors as well. Thank you for supporting us every single week here on Foxtel. Love your company. Episode 795 today, let me tell you who's on. Georgia Carter is an amazing young singer. We've got her in the theatre ready to go in a few minutes' time. Also, Victoria Martelli is in. We're talking about Kind-Hearted Australia. They've got a fantastic gala coming up. Nisha's going to be talking to Victoria very, very soon. Stick around and find out how you can help them as well. Entertainment with Alexander Sacosta. He's in later on with all his news. Bitchin is here with the team as well. We haven't seen Bitchin since last year. They're back. Talking Fit, Hala and her team are here, making us fit again every week. Entertainer Michael Barbaro is here. He's got a brand new show. We'll talk about that. And Steve Collins, our fantastic travel reporter, takes us to Bali. Hope you can stick around. It's a big show, big couch. It starts now.
It's showtime on the couch. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can watch it from your house. It's showtime on the couch with Fred and the best in town. Oh, it's showtime on the couch.
Welcome to The Couch. Thank you for your company. Don't forget thecouch.com.au is where you can find out all about us and get in contact if you want to be a music act or maybe a guest or you've got something you'd like to promote. We'd love to hear from you. Georgia Carter is downstairs in the theatre waiting to perform live for us. She's got a beautiful, beautiful song. It's called Drummer Boys. Here she is.
Standing backstage at your show, I love how this song goes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You smile at me from across the room. Did you see what I wore? I dressed up for you. 2, 3, 4. I heart drummer boys. I can't fight it anymore when I see you. My legs go weak. I heart drummer boys when I hear you play. My heart's at war 'cause I know you're bad for me. But I want you to be the one. Did you notice how I said I loved you? Between the chorus and the verse in the song I wrote for you. I love you. I heart drummer boys. I can't fight it anymore when I see you. My legs go weak. I heart drummer boys when I hear you play. My heart's at a war 'cause I know you're bad for me. But I want you to be the one. Let's do that again. Yeah, we'll keep that in. Can you notice me in a crowd? Your number one fan, screaming all your songs. Will you be my man? 'Cause I love Drummer Boys.
There you go, Georgia Carter. What a wonderful performer. You'll see another song. Thank you, Georgia. Just hang around the theatre till the end of the show, only a couple of hours. But wonderful young talent. Just like the one I'm going to introduce now, Nisha Seth has got a very special guest from Kind Hearted Australia, a great charity event coming up, a gala. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Fred. And it's so lovely to have charities on the show, especially Kind Hearted, which supports survivors of domestic violence. And joining us is their founder, Victoria. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me, Nisha. Nice to be back.
Pleasure. And so, look, we have this great event coming up, but before we talk about that, let's talk a bit about Kind Hearted and its purpose and its mission, because it's fueled by volunteers. It's amazing.
It is. So there are 5 directors on our board, and all of us are not paid. Everything that is raised for Kind Hearted goes to the cause. Basically work out of our little study at home. And yeah, look, Kind Hearted was created basically to be able to focus on the domestic violence space and obviously the women and the children that are affected by domestic violence. And of course it is in such a epidemic at the moment that it's crucial that we be able to do the initiatives and the programs that we're looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that, and we'll talk about the project that the Gala Ball's actually supporting shortly, but we do know that in these situations women often stay because they don't have any kind of transitional housing, they don't have that opportunity, and what you're wanting to do is actually provide that, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about the Gala Ball and what project it will be supporting.
So the Metamorphosis Gala will be held on the 24th of May, and the funds from that event will be going to our Kokora initiative. Kokora is a Noongar word meaning beautiful in the context of to make oneself. Now, obviously the metamorphosis part of that comes from the fact that a caterpillar transforms from a caterpillar into that beautiful butterfly, and we would really like Kokora to be that transformation.
Yes.
And by providing the transitional housing, it allows those women and their children to be able to restart and really be able to grow and hopefully fly away and start their own refresh of life.
I love that symbolism that you're drawing there. The audience will know that I'm a psychologist. Part of the clients that we see that are in domestic violence situations, they lose a lot of hope, understandably, given what's going on. So I think it's really beautiful messaging, and also that all proceeds are going towards, obviously outside of admin costs, this particular program.
Absolutely.
Why is it so important? Why is it so important to have transitional housing versus what we hear on the news about refugees?
I think obviously there's a place for both, but at the moment, because domestic violence has increased so much across the country, and especially in WA, we have one of the highest numbers of domestic violence in the country, unfortunately. But for us, it really is about being able to take that pressure off of the refuges. At the moment, I don't think there is a single refuge that has any space. Most of the refuges all the refuges only get support for 6 to 8 weeks from government funding. And beyond that, if any women and children stay in the refuges, it's on them to be able to cover those costs. When you are in a domestic violence situation, whether it be yourself and or your children, if you've got nowhere to go, the chances are that you will stay with the perpetrator and stay in that abusive environment. The alternative to that is becoming homeless and sleeping on the streets. I don't think a lot of people also realise that there's a lot of refuges that do not take boys. Some don't take them at all. Some take them to the age of 6, some to the age of 12, and a few to the age of 16. So it adds another level of, it's complicated in terms of trying to make that decision to leave a abusive situation, and remembering that it may not just be the female victim. The children, even if they're not physically assaulted, and in many cases sadly they are also being exposed to that.
Yes.
And again, that mental health, that ongoing circle of problems, we're trying to be able to create a place where they can actually get away from that.
So important, this transitional housing, and as you said, refuges have great importance as well.
Absolutely.
But 6 to 8 weeks, if there's psychological and physical injury, is not a long time. Great, the government's supporting that, but love to see that expand.
Absolutely.
Now tell us about the actual Gala Ball, because this is, you've created like a great event here that, and you can make a difference if you do attend this event. So tell us about it.
So Metamorphosis is going to be held on the 24th of May in the Golden Ballroom at the Pan Pacific Hotel in the city. Pan Pacific has just been completely refurbished.
I heard that actually.
And it is
lovely.
stunning, absolutely beautiful. So the ballroom there, the Golden Ballroom, is magical. We're hoping to get about 350 people to attend that event.
Excellent.
And of course, Metamorphosis. So we've got that transformation. Colour is purple.
Okay.
We've got the butterflies.
Yeah.
And we do have a very amazing feature artist that is
Ooh, drum
headlining
roll.
the event. So we have brought back Perth's very own Samantha Jade for this
Wow.
event.
Fantastic.
So we're very excited to have her, and she'll be headlining. We also have local band Easy Tigers, who will also be performing on the night.
Beautiful.
And we have some fantastic prizes that are going to be up for grabs.
Excellent. I feel like there's something shiny in that prize
Oh,
pool.
there's something very shiny in that. Our fantastic sponsor, Socklich & Co. Jewellers, they have kindly donated a 1 carat natural white diamond worth $10,000.
Wow, well done. That's a great donation.
It's going to be amazing. So
Having said that, so you've had some great donations, but what else do you need? Because these events are large, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
They are large. They're complicated. They have. I think everyone comes and have a great night and enjoy themselves, but they
Yeah.
don't see all the clogs that are turning behind to make it a success. If we could get some more sponsors on board, financial sponsors, and even if that comes from either a donation of money, but also in terms of purchasing a table. You know, get your teammates together, buy a table of 10, buy 2 tables of 10, and come along and have a great night. It all supports the end cause.
Absolutely. It's a great way for an organisation to show their support, isn't it? Now,
Absolutely.
look, where can people go to find all the information about sponsorship as well as buying, hopefully, tables of tickets?
Yeah, we'd love that. So the Metamorphosis Gala is on the 24th of May at the Pan Pacific Hotel. If you head to our website, kindhearted.org.au, all of the details are on there, as well as the ticket link to be able to purchase those tables.
Victoria, thank you so much for coming back on the show. And
you.
look, congratulations on all of your work that you're doing in this space. Much needed.
Thank
and we
you.
look forward to supporting you in the future
Thank
as well.
you so much. Thanks for having me again.
Absolute pleasure. Now, if you've missed any of that, of course, you can go to thecouch.com.au. But if you are in Perth on that evening, please get down and book your tickets early, because I think you don't want to be disappointed as well. It sounds like it's going to be a good event. For now, it's back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Nisha. Thank you to Victoria as well. Very kind-hearted people. Live up to the name as well. Please support them, and they do an amazing job. And if you can donate some money, that's even better. We'll take a break. Talking about someone with lots of money, Alexander Sacosta's coming in, and Victoria's got his wallet with him. See if we can hit him up for some cash. Back after the break. Welcome back to The Couch. Always nice to have your company all around Australia on Foxtel. Thank you very much. And also, welcome back,
Thank you.
Alexander Sacosta.
Thank you, Fred.
Have you been busy?
Oh, me busy? Never. I just lounge around. I do nothing.
I've been watching you on the Instagram stuff, and I've seen you and Bernadette hanging around a bit together.
Yes, I've met her before. She seems like a lovely young girl.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're getting on this year. Let's make an effort to get on.
Hey, I never had an issue. I think she's great. And
Yeah.
how dare she try to steal things from me?
Yes, I agree. She's on Bitchin' later on.
Sounds
You're
about
on this
right.
side, she's on the other side of the couch. But Alexander's into Talk Entertainment. What's been happening in this wonderful world that we call
Well, the wonderful
entertainment?
world of Disney, as we say. Well, firstly, obviously, Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot in their big film, Snow White, which is not going to have a big premiere. So I don't know if you've been
No.
following this, Fred.
I
but
have. It's not as big as it used to be.
This movie has been tortured throughout its whole production. From the initial concept for the script, they're saying that they weren't going to use little people in the roles of the dwarves, and then it became CGI, so there were people complaining on both sides of that.
I saw that.
Rachel Zegler herself, who's a beautiful, fantastic singer, was in the role but was making comments about the story, saying how old it was and how weird it was, and sort of criticising the legacy Disney title. And then both of them made comments about the election, about the war in Gaza, and it just became this huge PR nightmare. And so they were trying to downplay this film, how they were going to release it, when they were going to release it, and they've just decided they're just going to release it now with a small premiere, very few media presence, so that there can't be any kind of more.
Isn't it funny? Because for Disney, Disney is used to the big money,
premiere.
big premiere.
Big PR.
obviously the political ramifications are quite down.
It's hard.
And they're just
right?
trying to get it out.
Just get it out there and like let's get this done.
and hope all the young kids want to follow it.
They just want people to see it. That's
Yeah.
it. They're promoting it separately, the two of them. They're not promoting it together. There's not going to be a huge PR spin. And if you look around, there's not a
Not
huge
much
amount of
about it.
posters and videos and things
Correct.
online. So it's a very demure premiere for Snow White. But I still want to see it though because I've liked seeing the live action
Look, I
adaptations.
think if you follow the tradition, it should
Yeah.
be a similar. It's part of
Yeah.
the franchise, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
But let's see what happens when
Let's
it comes
see
out.
what
I haven't
happens.
seen a ticket for invite to the premiere yet.
No, but Disney does do premieres in Sydney, so I'm sure our
forget
tickets are in the mail.
We'll never see it. I'll have to watch it on Foxtel and pay $40 for it when it comes out as a rapid thing.
Sounds like a
Hey,
bargain.
what's happening with Demi Moore?
Demi Moore, my good friend, unfortunately didn't win the Oscar at the Oscars recently. And I think she's very gracious because obviously she has won some of the lead-up
I love
things.
her as an actress, I have to
Oh,
say.
For someone who has the career you look at, and A Few Good Men, that's a fantastic film, G.I. Jane. So many. Sometimes the Academy will reward you based off your career and they'll just choose a movie that you kind of are in. But I think even The Substance, she was fantastic in that. And the story of The Substance is, spoiler alert, about that idea of the younger person being kind of promoted while the older person is pushed out. So it very much felt like what happened at the Oscars, the older, more experienced actress loses to a very kind of the ingenue. And they were both valid
Is it the
choices,
woke world
though.
that we live in now?
I don't know.
Alexander?
I mean, what the Oscars are politicized? Who knew? Of course they are. Like, there's so many decisions that
But
go on behind
everything
the
seems to be
scenes.
going that way now in this world, isn't it?
It's sad in one way because when you look to the Oscars and all the kind of talent that are there, she's someone who you're like, oh, this is someone who's been here in Hollywood for so long, like a star.
Yep.
And now kind of it feels very transactional.
See, I love Jennifer
Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge. I think she's one of the best
In White
actors.
Lotus?
Well, not even in White Lotus. I just think because of that show, it's all like as if instantly she's become a star.
And she's been here the whole time.
But she did so many of those
She's been here the
American
whole
Pie
time,
movies.
yeah.
And I just find it amazing that White Lotus, all of a sudden people say, what a great actress. But she really, I mean, I think she's fantastic, but she didn't do anything overwhelming as I'm amazed how, she's now, in her 60s and they're finding out she's a new actress.
If you stick it out long enough. But I think the true actors at the Academy Awards were the ones who do that gracious thank you when the other person wins. So, when the camera is like all on them. To have a camera on you as you lose the award you've wanted your whole life, that is so brutal. But I love the...
Yep. The very prestigious, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, oh, I'm so happy. I'm on camera, so I'm seething with rage.
Very true. What else is happening up here? Blake Lively. is in the
Blake
news.
Lively, Justin Baldoni.
Yep.
This is the gift that keeps on giving, Fred. This drama is layer upon layer upon
Tell
layer.
me about the drama.
Oh my gosh. So there was the lawsuit originally because Blake Lively, I don't even know. This is a novella of a series, so we can't keep you. I'll just get you up to speed. Basically, we're at the point now where it's shifted towards people are siding more with Justin than they were with Blake. So Blake very much had the narrative that she was a victim of the circumstances of being in that film, and now we're very much seeing this side that she forced her way into being a producer of the film, forced her way into getting final edit rights, forced him to watch the movie separate to them downstairs in a basement, and he released all these clips and things on a website from the set showing that a lot of the things she said wasn't necessarily true. So it's just this back and forth, and
Do you
now
reckon this is done on purpose?
I don't
Great
think
publicity.
so.
You couldn't
Well,
pay for this publicity.
well, it's brought
Come on.
attention to both of them, but not really in a good way.
Okay.
It's not like you're going to be like, we'll put her in the film now. And even Ryan Reynolds is copying it too. And so we're going to see this pan out for the next couple of months. And we may never really know what really went on behind the scenes with this
So
one.
the entertainment world's a buzz again.
We love it, especially because Lord of the Rings is coming here to Perth. My favourite movies and books, the Lord of the Rings books, and this is a musical, so it added my other favourite thing all together.
It's
That's gonna be
happening
a
next
crown.
week in Perth,
Yes,
so-
premiering. We've got Gemma Ricks as Galadriel, Rob Mallet as Strider, or Aragorn, son of Arathorn, for those Lord of the Rings fans, and Raman Newtonus as Frodo Baggins. So
Fantastic.
definitely want to
And
see that one.
I think he's the guy from Neighbours, isn't he?
If they're an Australian actor, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
they're
they
the
are.
guy from Neighbours.
Neighbours, Home and Away.
Fantastic. Anything else?
No, that's everything for now.
What's
but I'll
your
keep you
website?
updated. My website, alexandersacosta.com or thesmolder.com.
And he's doing more singing. He's gone back into his roots of singing. You're a very good singer.
Thank you. I sang at the Wildcats game. My
I
new
saw.
song, the national anthem. I wrote it
Oh, it
recently.
was? I
feel
thought it was really suited.
Yeah, it's my new EP. It kind of epitomizes
Very imperial.
Australiana. Yeah, thank
Well
you.
done. God Save the Queen will be next. Or King, should I say, not Queen. It's not that woke. Thank you very much. Alexander Sacosta, welcome back. We'll see you a bit later on.
Thank
on the
you.
show.
Yes, of course.
And look forward to having him back with Bernadette, who will be here. Bernadette Marie. A lot of fun. Something else that's sort of fun, doing a bit of exercise. downstairs. It's because I'm up here, I won't be able to meet them downstairs and join them in. But Hala, thank you very much for coming in. I'll throw to you and the Club Fiesta team. Over to you downstairs.
Thank you, Fred. Hi, everyone. My name is Hala, and I'm from Club Fiesta. Welcome to our Talking Fifth segment. We're so happy and excited to be here today to show you an awesome, awesome track. I've got my team. Let me introduce you to my team first. I've got the awesome Debs, the awesome Taylor, the awesome Tennille, the awesome Sarah, and the awesome Chevelle. And we're all awesome. All right, so let's try and find a new word. Now, today's Club Fiesta is all about enjoyment and having fun, and also getting a great workout. This song in particular is all about being real and being in the moment. All right, so I hope you enjoy it. With Club Fiesta, as you know, is a dance fitness exercise program. It is designed for everyone. It is known for its awesome, epic music and the simplicity of it. And we're always running face-to-face workshops as well as online workshops that you can actually do the program and qualify to teach the program yourself and take it to your area. Because we want to spread the Club Fiesta good vibes and energy, and that's where you guys can come in. So if you love fitness and you have a lot of passion in dancing and music and helping others, please head to our website, clubfiesta.com.au, and you can check out becoming an instructor there. We've revamped the website. It looks absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to Simon. And basically, you can just, obviously get in touch with us, or you can just purchase the pack. But today, let's dance. Are you ready? Hit the music. Let's go, team. All right, we're going to do a little step touch side to side. Beautiful. First, step slide. Step and slide.
Got vertigo falling down.
Oh yes, just enjoy it.
'Cause you're going to my head.
Whatever you're going in life, just come to dance and everything goes away. Stomp it. Single, double. Hold here. Boom. Whoop, whoop. What do you say? Oh yes. Whoop, whoop. Let me hear it again. Hold here, hold here. You always belong. Listen up.
This is real, and you've been right here all along.
Do it like you mean it. Ready?
This is real.
This is real.
And I could never get enough.
All right, single, double. Let's go. Woo! Oh yes. You're gonna come forward. Step, step. Take it back. Woo! Again. Oh yes. Let's go. Woo! All right, go from the top. Step and slide. The energy, always running high. Music and movement always gives you energy. When in doubt, come to Fiesta. That's it. Hold here. Boom. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. You can always find a place that you belong. In Club Fiesta. Always. We're gonna wave side to side. Beautiful. Ready?
This is real.
Oh yes. We've been right here all along.
This is real.
Haven't we?
And I could never
Mean it. Woo! Let's go. Hey. Oh yeah. Whoop. Come on up. Check this out. We have 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Whoop, whoop. Just dance. And then add the legs. Guess what? Shall we freestyle? Let's freestyle, girls. Woo! And boys. Always do whatever you want. This is real. That's it. Woo! Oh yeah. Let's regroup from the top. Go. Up. Come again. Woo! Never give up. Whatever you want to do, always grab it. Let's do the arms. Hey. Woo! Oh yeah. Ready? Bring it back. 4, 3, 2. Take a deep breath and come on back. Thank you so much. I hope you guys had fun with us at home, wherever you are. Join our website. You can click to our website, clubfiesta.com.au, and check us out there if you want to become an instructor or if you want to just come to a class and have fun like we all did. Yes? That was amazing. Thank you so much for having us. Back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Hala. Sorry I couldn't join you down there. Not sorry at all, actually. I didn't want to puff out like you did. We'll see you next week, Hala and the team. Let me introduce somebody on the couch today. Now, Michael Barbaro is his stage name. It's also his real name. Michael's been entertaining Perth audiences since 1990, and I welcome him to the couch. Welcome back to entertainment, can I say?
Thank you very much, Fred. Thank you for having me, and great to be back.
Now, tell me a little bit about your story, the Michael Barbaro story. How do you like me to pronounce it? Barbaro.
Barbaro. It's pretty
How do you say it in Italian?
Barbaro.
So it's hard because, everything gets Englishised.
Oh, absolutely. I've been called all sorts. I'm called worse than that.
Because Mafrika's my surname, but I always get Mafrika.
Mafrika.
But that's fine.
Absolutely.
Michael Barbaro, you're Calabrese like me.
Absolutely.
Which is a wonderful part of Italy. Tell me, the 90s, you started performing. What did you do back then?
Yeah. Basically, Fred, my career started in the 90s, early 90s, in the weddings, the wedding scene, the original Italian wedding singer. And as you would know, we used to have weddings every week, and there was many bands back in the days, back in the 90s. Everyone had bands at their weddings. Nowadays, they all pop for DJs, but. So I started out in the Italian wedding scene circuit, and that was great fun. Probably the best years of my life.
Did you ever perform at Uncle Dominic's?
Oh, that's where I think I started my career. Everybody. If you're a musician, Italian, or a singer, you performed at Uncle Dominic's.
Exactly. I remember the weddings you used to have.
Absolutely. Fantastic
The
days.
wedding singer was a big part of the weddings back then, weren't they?
They made or broke the wedding, didn't they?
Because we didn't have DJs. We didn't have CDs back then. It was the live band.
Correct.
And did you always want to be a performer?
Funny that. I never actually had lessons until probably, I didn't start singing until my 18, I was in my late teens, 18, 19. I used to walk around school singing, and my friends used to say, oh, you've got a great voice, you should sing. I thought, no, me, I can't sing at all. And it wasn't until actually my year 11 school ball where they had a band there that night, and my friends must have they spoke to the band and said, we've got a mate of ours that sings, you should get him up to sing. And I had no idea this was going on. All of a sudden, the band announces, we've got a special guest, we're going to get him up to sing, and they announced my name. I thought, hey, that's me. So they virtually threw me on the stage. And
do you remember the song you sang?
I do, actually. The very first, and it wasn't an easy song. We spent at least 2-3 minutes trying to work out what song to do.
Only 2 or 3 minutes, eh?
But we had to work, what are we going to do? And my first song I actually sang was Help. The Beatles' Help, but the John Farnham version, the slow version.
Help me if you can.
Beautiful. Actually, you did it better than I did, so well done, Fred.
Yep.
I Help, which is not an easy song, as you know, and I felt great. I felt this is fantastic. And then they said, you want another one? I thought, yeah, let's do another one. And then we did Pretty Woman, bit of rock and roll,
What's your era? Who are your mentors who do you love?
Okay.
Who do you look up to?
I'm glad you asked me that because, everyone says, oh, Elvis Presley, Tom Jones, Roy. I love all those guys. But my idol, my mentor, who's closer to home is, remember Tony Pantano?
Yes.
Our dear friend Tony.
Wow.
We lost Tony a couple of years ago.
Yes.
But he was a big inspiration. Johnson Peters, all those sort of guys were my inspirations, my friends. They're all my friends. And from them I grew, and I love doing what I do.
All right. So tell me what happened since the 90s. You've been performing a long time. You had you were looking after your mum and dad.
Yeah.
They passed away, but you also had some health concerns as well.
I did.
Because like me, you were quite large. I was about 200, you were about 190.
Yeah, something like that.
What happened after that?
Well, 2022, 2023, Fred, I had a lot of episodes with my heart, atrial fibrillation, where my heart just went to irregular beat, a bit like an old drummer I used to work with, couldn't keep beat. There's a bit of a joke there, but I thought, I can't do this anymore. It's killing me. And the look on my father's face when I'm being carted away in an ambulance was too much to bear. So I decided, no, I've got to do something about this. So in 2023, I decided to have the gastric sleeve, much like what you did.
I did.
And I thought, I'm going to take a break in 2024 because at the same time, Dad passed away in February of 2024. So I had to sort of deal with that.
You were very busy.
Deal with the weight loss and focus on the weight loss and trying to find me because I've spent the last 20 years looking after both Mum and Dad. Mum had dementia plus other, she was bedbound.
Sounds like my life story.
Hoisting.
It's a big job.
It is a huge job, but a job that I don't regret, a job that I'll do all over again to have them back,
So you lost a lot of weight, obviously,
Yeah,
because you're 180. You've gone down to about 80
I'm
something.
down currently between 83, 84, 85 kilos now, 86
So
kilos.
why on earth have decided, let's go back into the music again. Now, you've had a couple of years break.
Just
or
the year,
so.
the
Just
year
a
break, yeah,
Let's say a year for the
2024,
tax
yeah,
office,
yeah.
a year. But now you're back. You're with your friends and you're performing again. Tell us about the show that's happening on the 22nd of
Right.
March.
Because I took the bit of a break, I have been doing shows, the smaller shows, like I'm doing a lot of senior citizen shows, a lot of aged care facilities and
Beautiful.
senior morning melodies. I've got one this week coming up on Thursday. Just to get the vocals going, because in that period, not singing, I lost my voice. And my ear, nose and throat specialist likened it to an athlete that's been trained for 6 months. You don't lose it, you lose. You don't use it, you lose it type
Correct.
thing. So I thought I'd start doing the smaller shows, which I've done. But I want to do a relaunch so that people can see the new Michael, the new me, the slimmer me.
Yep.
And it's basically putting the old Michael to rest, putting him to bed.
And this is a
Gone forever.
reformation for you. It's
It is a reformation,
rebirth.
totally what it is.
And it's great because that's how you want to deal with it. You've got some friends
Yeah.
as well performing. Can I just tell people, I know we've got a couple of minutes left, but it's going to be at the Stirling Adriatic Centre there.
Correct.
It's a function centre in Stirling, of course. It's going to be on the 22nd of March. There's a few tickets left. We'd love people to buy their tickets. If they're in Perth, you're seeing this on a Monday morning. You want to buy your tickets, get in quick. Now, who else is performing with you?
All right, we've got some of Perth's well-known, greatest entertainers in WA who were an inspiration to me in my career when I first started. We've got Brenton Fosdyke, who was in the Mixtures many years ago and various other bands all over Australia. He's toured overseas as well. Ray Van Ross, who was well-known to the music scene. He's been around, he's done a lot of jingles, a lot of tour with a lot of famous artists as well. Kathy Carver is the queen of country in Western Australia. In fact, Kathy's original song that her father wrote many years ago is currently #1 in the country music charts.
Well done.
At the moment, at present. And of course, a good friend of mine, Nick Agostino, who Nick is known to the Perth Italian community because the reason why I've got Nick is because Nick was there when I first started. He actually gave me the
Well, it's
opportunity when I
like
first
starting
started on the
again, bringing
Italian
them
scene.
with you.
So he's been there from day
Beautiful.
dot for me and he's helped me, supported me, as a lot of other artists and musicians have. But Nick's always been there and given me that opportunity when I first started out singing in the music scene.
No, look, fantastic. Look, welcome back. Can I say,
Thank
even though
you
you
very
haven't
much.
been away,
Yeah.
you've just taken a break while you've got health concerns, family concerns.
Yeah.
Michael Barbaro is his name. We're going to have him back on the couch performing very, very soon, can I just say. Please support him. If there are some tickets left, don't blame me if they've sold out. He will be doing some more shows.
Absolutely.
We'll have you back to promote those shows.
Thank you very
He's
much.
bringing back some of the old shows, the music we all lived and recognised. And,
The old
and
stuff,
we'd
50s,
love to
60s,
have you back.
70s and 80s.
Now, if you want to get in touch and try booking is where you get your tickets, but also Michael Barbaro has got a Facebook page, Michael
Correct.
Barbaro Entertainment.
Entertainment, correct.
We'd love you to get in touch, book him for jobs, get him involved. Michael, it is so glad, I'm glad to see you
Thank you
back
very
on
much.
the entertainment scene, and good luck with this show.
Thank you.
And we'll hopefully have you back very soon to
Looking
perform
forward
for
to
us. All the best.
Thank you very much.
On your journey
To you
as
and all
well,
your-
and on the
your
weight
viewers.
loss. We'll
Thank
probably
you
be
very
running.
much.
We'll probably be able to do Club Fiesta very soon, Michael and I think.
Good enough.
We'll go down next week, eh?
That's it.
Michael Barbaro, don't forget
Thank
that name, the original wedding singer. I think that's a good tag. We'll take a break. More of The Couch coming up right after this. Stick around.
Our love is alive. And so we begin.
Welcome back to The Couch. This is Bitch, and let me introduce our bitches for today. Alexander Sacosta, Sharon Atwood, and of course, Bernadette Marie. Welcome back. Welcome back to everybody for 2025. Let's start with you, please, Bernadette Marie. Tell me, what have you got for us?
Today I'm going to talk about the wombat snatching influencer.
Oh, we saw
You
that.
know, the American
Tell us the
girl.
story. Tell us the
Yeah, so this American girl, her name is Samantha Strable, who goes by the name of Sam Jones online on her Instagram. So she always wanted to hold a baby wombat. So she found a mother with a little baby, and it looked like the middle of the night. She
On the side
took
of
this
the
little
bush.
baby from its mother, and she was like on camera, you know,
Holding it, kissing
what
it.
appears to me, doing it for views and likes. Like, look, I got the baby. And it's just received so much backlash from the public and from Australia.
What was the follow-up? Because she's left the country now.
She
We all wanted
left
her,
the country and they
kicked out.
weren't sure whether she was, ushered out or left voluntarily. But yeah,
And what was her follow-up comments? Because I believe today in the paper she said that we're all hypocritical because
Yes, we're all hypocritical.
we eat our animals, and here we are saying don't touch them.
Exactly, but
What's your take on this?
I'm such a big animal lover. I'm
I know.
absolutely dead against, just leave the animal with its mother, nice and safe. But I think, her being American as well, like maybe, they handle...
our country, but...
Yeah, we respect our animals and our beautiful wildlife. And maybe, in America, they sort of handle their animals a bit differently.
I think, like I said to you before we went to air, yes, we do eat kangaroo. I don't personally eat kangaroo or horse, but people can. But the whole point is, you buy that at a supermarket or a butcher. We don't go to the side of the road and kill the kangaroo ourselves and eat it. I could never do that. And to take a baby wombat from its mother, apparently it caused a lot of distress because the mothers go. They leave the scene, and then apparently there was vision of her putting it back, but people were concerned that who knows if this wombat ever... Now, she did say, oh no, it walked off with its mum again, but we don't know that.
We don't.
What do you think, Sharon?
I think probably the most distasteful part was the fact that it did seem she was doing it for views. And that she's got a background as an influencer, as a hunter as well. So you do wonder what her level of respect is for animals in the wild.
Yeah. And what about you, Alexander?
Yeah, I very much am in accordance with that as well. I think anyone who's mistreating animals intentionally just for some views.
I think I would never go to a foreign country, whether it's Bali, America, Athens, and disrespect their laws, their culture, their system. You go there for a holiday, not to take over the country. Say, well, we do this in America. I think her president said it very well. If you don't like Australia, get out.
Yeah.
Don't come here. What's your story, Sharon?
Well, timely enough, because I went to one of the new Starbucks today, but a gentleman in America, in California, has received a massive $50 million payout for dumping a hot Starbucks right in his crotch, requiring
Is this to replace his penis?
Well, he needed skin grafts.
Well, it would have been quite
Skin
hot.
grafts on there, so it was very hot. He wasn't warned, apparently.
No. So the actual coffee or whatever he bought, they tipped it over, or did he tip it over?
He's saying they didn't wedge it enough into the holder of the coffee cups, and it's coming. I mean, we've joked before.
Happens.
The cups say caution contents may be hot. I mean, it's coffee, and but he's blaming them, and he's received all this money.
$50 million.
$50 million.
That's a publicity stunt. $50 million. I mean, look, I think it's generous, but I think, it's an accident, clearly. But look, I understand if there's pain and suffering and loss of work. Yes, but $50 million. It can only happen in America. Do you think it was fair? I mean, you're a person that is always into brand etiquette because that's your company.
I think it's one of those things where people are making a bit of a grab. It's that whole social Darwinism aspect as well, where people are suing because the contents of the apple pie at McDonald's is too hot, the coffee's too hot. We're having to label things. Apples may contain an apple. At what point are we taking...
Is this the new world that we're living in now? I call it the wokeism, but it's the whole world's gone this way. It's like, everything now has to be labelled if it's got nuts in it. And how about if you've got a bad tolerance to nuts? You just don't eat it. Why is it that we have to now think for everybody?
Yeah. And everybody's at fault when something happens. We're always looking for someone to blame. And often, there can be someone to blame, but at some point as well, it's about us.
Bernadette, what do you reckon?
We are dumbing people down so much. We're labelling everything. And why are we dumbing people down? Like, why do we want to do this? Don't we want people to use their own initiative and be intelligent?
Think for yourself.
But, I mean, it worked for this gentleman, so I'll be going out to get insurance straight after this. But
I'm actually going down to Starbucks this afternoon. And I'm having the hottest drink in the largest cup. And with my luck, the company will go bankrupt and I'll get probably 30 cents or
20 cents,
and a bit of ice, maybe. So I tend to agree. We've got a generation here, different generations, and we all grew up, and I guess you're the youngest.
I am the youngest,
We all grew up in a time when we had to think for ourselves. Our parents used to tell us, but we never listened, but parents used to let us make mistakes. Do you all agree? I mean, what about you, Alexander? What do you think, $50 million for a hot crutch?
I think it is important, though, to put those warnings, though, like the caution contents are hot, because I put that own warning on myself, because I'm worried.
You do that
when people meet me and they're like, oh my God, he's hotter than I thought he would be. It's a lot.
I was going to say, you
So
put that on your pants,
You've
do
It's
you?
on
got
the
it-
back of his
You've
jacket,
got the
yeah.
back, the front. I had it Sky written in the sky. It's important to, I think, put those things out from a legal perspective. Speaking purely legally.
you've got a legal background.
Yeah, and that's what I think it is. So I'm kind of, we can put as many labels as we can, but at the end of the day, when you turn up and you're extremely hot, there's nothing you can really
This
do
is
to
coming
prepare
from
people.
You're
someone with
preaching
a
to the
legal
converted.
background.
Yeah.
We should get
Speaking
$20
purely
million.
legally, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? I'm going
Please
to I'm
do.
going to be like Nostradamus. Nostradamus was the person who used to tell the future.
Yeah, Bernadette knows him.
Okay.
Date.
She'll tell you all about it in the car while she beats the crap out of it. But can I just say, and I'm only joking there, but Nostradamus would have probably said, you know those scooters that people are leaving
Yeah.
on the side of the road?
Yeah.
How soon do you reckon it will be before somebody trips over one of those and sues the council or the government, and then we'll have them all banned? Because I've seen them in the city everywhere. I'm thinking at night, how easy would it be to trip over?
Yeah.
So if you're looking to make some money here in Perth, get in before Basil leaves the council in the city of Perth. Alexander, what's your story? we are
Nice
cheeky
segue.
today.
Speaking of foul 30-ton fatberg spread, thank you.
I didn't lose that much. Are we talking about your clutch again?
Yes, the Perth sewer system was clogged up by a mixture of paper towels, baby wipes, sanitary items, fats and/or grease in the largest ever seen in WA.
Oh, the
This
RSC
actually
Arena.
literally stopped Bryan Adams' concert, which
Yes.
some people would have been like, "Thank God," but other people would have been horrified that it got cancelled.
Sorry, Brian.
So, my good friend Brian, his friends call him Bri. And I love the comment made by the Water Corporation's Treatment and Resource Recovery head. Ready for this? When I saw it, I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe this." And I think that's the level of shock
That's
that we
like
all
a
should
government
be in.
answer to
That is
everything.
a very dignified, demure response, and it looked bad and apparently smelled even worse, which is what some people say about
Well,
me.
they were worried, weren't they, that this was going to blow up and all the toilets would pack up and blow up, and everybody at the RSC Arena where the event was being held may have got sprayed with things they
And
didn't
it's,
want to be.
again, it says non-flushable. What part of that don't people understand?
Yep.
People just think that this magic thing just takes everything away.
I was more surprised. I had to say, I was more surprised that Bryan Adams didn't reschedule. I know he was he could have rescheduled by a day, and everyone would have been okay with it. But he cancelled the concert. Refunds were given. Is this something that happens a lot? Because this is the first time in my 50-something years here in WA that I've ever heard of these.
I'm just
fatbergs.
saying, maybe there's a conspiracy here, and someone was just like, "Oh hell no, Brian, not this time." I'm not saying it was Kylie Minogue, but it could have been. Maybe.
Well, she's got
You
me.
saw her on that show.
I saw her singing "Spinning Around."
Spin it around in the drains.
What
Yes.
do you reckon, Sharon? I know this was your story before he stole it. What
it
would
was
you have said if you were running this story?
No, well, I mean, there's been other ones since, and I
Yeah.
think that's the big part of it. It has happened before, and it's happened since they found another one. But it's, as you say, people are being told what not to put down the drain. But I just wonder how it gets to this level. How is it that we don't have an infrastructure that sees these things building before they become
Can't you
30
just do a
tons?
plunger thing and go,
Yeah,
and it just goes down the toilet or whatever?
move it along.
Bernadette, what do you reckon?
Giant punch. Well, I'd never
Have you ever
heard
had
the
a
word
fatberg?
fatberg before.
I've heard of fat before, trust me, but never
ever.
berg.
And if I've told Alexander once, I've told him 1,000 times, don't flush those flushable wipes. He'll
I'm a
never
giver,
listen.
Fred. I like to give. I give.
Yes, I know. Lots of us don't give, but that's okay. Bernadette, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time today. We'll see you on the couch the next couple of weeks. Back on the couch with the Buzz. Sharon Atwood, as always. We'll see you here on the couch every month, but hopefully we'll maybe less than every month, every 3 weeks. But we'll see you on 6PR or hear you on 6PR as well on our panel. Thank you very much. And Brand Etiquette, of course.
Yes,
is
yes.
where we'll catch you on the website for you. And Alexander, you're stuck with us for another year. Entertainment and more. This is Alexander Sacosta.
I love it.
Thank you very much. We'll take a break. More of The Couch coming up right after this.
Hi, I'm Georgia Carter. I'll be live and local on The Couch this week.
Connect with The Couch online through Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Welcome back to The Couch. Another one of our friends is here, back for 2025. It is,
Where?
of course. don't look too far. It's right in front of you. Steve Collins, a traveller extraordinaire, had the privilege of spending a few weeks in Bali with Steve and his wife.
We had a very good time. Didn't
Welcome
we?
back.
Thank you very much. It's good. Well, I was going to say it's good to be back on the show.
Thank you.
Not to be good back from Bali though, as you wouldn't know.
I have to say, we absolutely love, especially the place you're talking about today, Chandni Dasa.
Chandni Dasa. We are going to talk about that a bit later.
Yep.
First of all, because when I was up there, I got invited to go to this new place called Nuanu Creative City, which is on the other side of Canggu, for those people who...
Canggu's the new buzz area
for
the young.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah, and this is sort of closer to Tanalot, which is a beautiful temple in the water there. And it's an amazing place because what it is it's for both permanent residents and visitors, and also day visitors. And it's got so much stuff happening there. They've got art galleries there. They've got some accommodation, but the accommodation is still being built because it's only brand new, and the main accommodation isn't there. So it's an incredible place. It's built on about 44 hectares. 70% of it is going to be preserved as natural bushland, and that's fantastic. But they've got so much happening there. They're encouraging artists to go there. Wow. They have artists there working away. They've got these outdoor art groups where they use the natural products, wood and stuff like that. And a lot of kids help out with that. But it's just a great place. This is called the Labyrinth, and this is a cross between Star Wars and Hobbiton. It really is. The architecture here was absolutely fantastic, and the pool looks... Now, this is one of the few places where you can actually stay at the moment. Oh, wow. But I had a look around, and there's a couple of other places at the moment, but they are building the main accommodation. This is a day spa called Lemuria they have, and if you go there, you can just spend a day at the pool, and they've got spas and massages and saunas. At night, the place really, really comes alive. Oh, wow. These things, during the day, they're just sort of bare concrete, but at night, they're AI-generated animations, and they change all the time. And this is the Lunar Club, which is the beach club there. At night,
enjoy a meal, drink.
Drinks at night. This place comes alive, and then they've got the disco or club next door. It's all open up. Outdoors, and it's just a fantastic experience.
It looks beautiful.
And so what they're trying to do is they get people there who are creative to go and live there. They've also got getting accommodation for people who want to go and stay there. It's got its own beach and stuff like that.
I guess if you go to stay there, you're going to bring other people there. And that's what you want to do,
Well,
promote
you get
the
plenty
art,
of day visitors as well. But the thing is, there's a car park outside it, and the only way to travel around inside it is on electric buses.
How cool
because
is that?
it is environmentally friendly.
Very eco.
But they come every 2 minutes or something, so you're not waiting around. And it's just extraordinary. And they've got all ranges of accommodation there. I went to one which is sort of going to be their backpackers, and that is a recreation of a Dayak longhouse. Now, I've actually stayed in one in Sarawak in Indonesia, and this is really, really similar. I thought, God, I've been to this before. So what they're doing is they're very, very authentic, the way they are building everything. But it's super. I mean, the architecture there is amazing.
Very futuristic, very modern, very futuristic, very artistic.
Very, very contemporary.
And
what they're doing is, as far as architecture that's concerned, they're pushing the boundaries. It's nothing like anything anywhere else I've seen on Bali.
Is it open for people to go to all the time? Was it just a media thing?
No, it's open. Oh, the place was packed.
Yeah, I saw that, but I just know if it was a special event. I just went there to have a look at it. There was nothing special. There was no special thing going on when I was there. But there's so much to do there, so many facilities there. It's somewhere new to go to, too.
That's great. And if you want to go and stay there for a few days, or if you want to go as a day visitor, if you're going to go as a day visitor, stay until late at night. I think it's open till 11 p.m.
Tell us again the name of it.
It's called Nuanu Creative City, and that's Nuanu, which is a Balinese word meaning progress or process. And I think it's a work in process, and I think it'll always be like that.
What an awesome place. I didn't go up there. I'd love to go and have a look next time I go.
You should go and have a look next time you're up in Bali.
I'm too busy in Chandni Dasa, you know.
Well, Chandni Dasa, we're going to talk about Chandni Dasa now.
Okay.
Because Chandni Dasa is about 2 hours
east,
east
isn't it? We'll call it east.
of the airport. Yeah. Now, we've been to Chandidasa a few times. I just love it up there because, to me, it represents the Bali that I used to know when we first
traditional
went
Bali.
30-something years ago.
Yes, you're right.
It's very traditional. As you know, it's not very, very busy there. It's a most beautiful scenery.
You won't get shopping centres. You won't get massive department stores.
You don't get any of that, no.
You get the little boutique shops. You get the craft shops, and
you
a
don't
few
really get
restaurants.
really, really big hotels either. I mean, the one we stayed in was only 20 rooms, and it was right on the water, and it was beautiful.
It's a great place if you've been to Bali and you know how hectic it is and stressful. You want to just get away from.
Look at the view, Fred.
Yeah,
look at the view. This is from a hill just outside of Chandidasa, because you're sort of midway. This is a Lombok Strait, and you can see Lombok in the distance. You can see Nusa Penida and Nusa Lembongan just across the strait. It's a really, really interesting place.
And there's everything for everybody there. For those people who think, I don't want to go, it doesn't look like there's much there. The amazing restaurants to eat. There's a lot of Australian
Fabulous
people
restaurants,
there. Hotels.
That's good. You can't overshop there because it doesn't have a lot of boutiques. It's got some.
And you will pay a little bit more for hotels because it is more, I guess, selective.
Well, it is.
It's not for your young party guys.
No, it's not a party town, that's for sure. But look at this sunset. Beautiful.
It is beautiful. You can have your little...
Amazing place.
Drinks at 5.
Oh,
beautiful, nice meal.
Really. And most of the hotels have got... have got sundowners and all that. Ours only went from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Not enough time to have a drink. And it gets a bit windy there. But no, I just love it there. We went for a drive up to Ahmed just because I like
Now, that's a little bit further on.
That's a little bit further up. That's famous for its diving.
Yes.
Because there's some good reefs and that offshore. It's not all that far. Probably took us... Well, it took us an hour because we were stopping to take photographs.
Yes.
And also because we had a big downpour of rain. Because we went in the wet season, that's what you get. But then we came back via the long route, which is around the coast. Oh,
beautiful view, isn't it?
Drop dead beautiful.
It's very picturesque. That area of Bali is incredibly beautiful.
It is. It's great. And then if you go up into the hills, which we've done, and then coming back to Sanur, we went for a drive through the hills and we came through Cinnamon, which is beautiful. All these wonderful rice terraces. You can see Mount Agung in the distance.
Real environment.
Yes,
the real natural Bali.
Yeah, and Cinnamon is both a region and it's also a town. The town's not very big. There's not a lot there, so it's nothing like, say, Sanur or Kuta. Nothing.
Steve,
in fact, the complete opposite. That's why I like
Sonia's wrapping us up, but we did go to an eco place which is coming up very soon. Hopefully, we'll talk about that very soon.
Yes,
you went personally had a look at it.
Yeah.
But if people want more information or catch out some of the videos before then, where do they go?
Steve Collins Traveller on YouTube. Is where you can see my videos, and there's about one to go up about the Icon shopping mall in Sanur, which I found to be fantastic.
And I tell you what, if you need any info about where to stay, Steve found some amazing places that were beautiful.
Yeah.
Not hotels, but little homestays.
Yeah, that's right.
Which might suit you. I would love to stay there. Yeah. Beautiful little places, but aren't they little?
They were great.
Very good. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Fred.
Welcome back, Steve. Are you heading off anywhere yet?
Jurien Bay is the next destination.
Do some videos.
That's beautiful up
Jurien
there.
Bay.
Yeah,
picking all my favourite places. Well done, Steve Collins. Of course, he'll have all the latest on his website as well. That is the show for this week. Thank you for your company. I hope you enjoyed the program. Keep watching it on Foxtel, C31 in Melbourne. Thank you for your support, and C44 in Adelaide. And thank you to all those people on Facebook and YouTube as well. We'll keep the videos coming up. If you want to get in contact with us, thecouch.com.au is our website. Write to us if you want to be a guest, a performer, or just have something to tell everybody. We'd love to hear it. We're going to leave you today from the theatre. Georgia Carter is down there singing a beautiful Olivia Newton-John song called Hopelessly Devoted to You, as we are. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know. There's just no getting over. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. My head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on to the end. That's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Wanna catch me there.
This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Retrovision. Shop with the confidence that you're getting the best price on offer. And Safety Compliance Global, taking care of all your safety requirements. Thank you for supporting local.